trying to teach reading in a setting where almost every child needs a lot of help.
I'm worn out, just extremely tired.
And the superintendent is at the end of his rope.
So hell, if they won't give us decent books, how are we supposed to improve our test scores?
Across the country, schools are struggling with their most basic job, teaching kids to read. We spent an entire year inside 2 schools that have known a lot of failure and are now trying valiantly to improve.
For a lot of times I want to quit.
I think we alternated between chaos and limbo.
All kids can learn. All kids can be successful.
What does it really take to turn our schools around? And what happens if we fail?
These kids deserve better. And if these kids don't get an adequate education, they will not do better.
Funding for A Tale of Two Schools was provided by the United States Department of Education, Office of Special Education Programs.
Richard and DeVore, stop at the door. Let me get the rest of the students. Stop at the door. You want to laugh with him, you want to play. Sometimes I just want to pick Tavares up because he's so small, you know, he's like a little baby. But on the other hand, you are not kindergarten anymore. You're a big boy. He haven't gotten in his head yet. You're in school. You're in school now.
I don't know how Mackie is.
Here, let me show you.
Tavares Gross treats Walton Elementary like a playground, but he's about to begin the toughest job of his life. He has to learn how to read.
Now, what word are you writing? Sprout.
Sprout?
Right, sprout.
A car accident over the summer left a scar on his face. But Tavares is wrestling with a much bigger problem.
We get children here at Walton coming in sometimes in first grade. They don't know their letter sounds. They can't write their name. They don't know what the title of a book is. They don't even know what the book is for.
And the pumpkin seed grew a pumpkin sprout.
Tavares missed most of kindergarten, and he hasn't gotten much help at home.
Does anybody know what a sprout is? What do you think?
Vanessa Kemp runs Walton's reading program. It's her job to oversee the teachers and to make sure that children like Tavares don't fall between the cracks.
There are so many people that think that it's impossible to get a child to read, given the background. But through hard work, our children here at Walton will read.
Tavares lives 10 miles from the heart of Fort Worth in a black community called Stop 6.
We have doctors that lives in this community. We have state representatives, judges. We have the very poor also.
3/4 of the children here live in poverty, and their lives at home are often unstable.
They're in and out of the apartments, so therefore they're in and out of the school.
Principal Leonard Brassfield has made Walton a safe haven for these kids. Now he even has 4-year-olds sounding out simple words. It all begins, says Ms. Kemp, with giving kids some structure.
When children come in, they have to learn how to act in a classroom first before we teach them to read.
If your teacher tells you to sit down once, you're supposed to sit down once. If she has to tell you again to sit down, she's going to come and get me, and then I'm going to come and get you. Now, your teacher loves all of you, and we love all of you, but you are expected to follow the rules. If she tells you to sit down, you're going to do what? And if you don't, what's going to happen? Thank you.
Ms. Kemp and her team monitor every child at Walton, especially kids who struggle. It's urgent, she says, to intervene quickly before a child gets discouraged and gives up. Tavares starts out in the lowest reading group, but even there he can't keep up.
Okay, what does fall begin with?
B.
Just after Labor Day, the school decides that Tavares needs extra help.
Okay, let's go.
He'll spend an hour each day with reading specialist Ruby Jackson, along with 2 other struggling first graders and a group of kindergartners.
They're going at a slower pace, but they're going to the ability that they can do, and they feel good about themselves. So finally, we can shine.
Get ready. Yes. Good job. Get ready. Yes.
The material is so basic that even beginners like Tavares can experience success every day.
Get ready. Give yourself a soft yes. Yes. Pat yourself on the back. Good job. Hi, Miss Jackson. Hi, how you doing?
Lead teacher Vanessa Kemp is on patrol. She visits every classroom each day, encouraging the teachers and making sure that every child is mastering each lesson.
And mastery is not wishy-washy. Mastery is not, well, they kind of got it. Mastery is like they know their name, Vanessa Kemp. That's mastery, without thinking.
Walton was one of the worst schools in Fort Worth when it turned to a program called Reading Mastery. It's a tightly structured reading curriculum that relentlessly teaches letters and their sounds.
Get ready. Yes, get ready. Yes.
It then gradually adds elements like spelling, writing, and reading stories. It sounds simple, but for years, teachers at Walton and around the country took a more haphazard approach to reading, and the kids weren't learning.
Okay, this sound is not
So how many people have new students in the room that have never had reading mastery before? Is everybody?
Since then, Ms. Kemp and Mr. Brassfield have made reading mastery a religion here at Walton.
And what I'm saying to you, Ms. Scott, and everybody, if we only do 1 lesson a day and those kids affirm, that's what we need to do because they're ahead anyway.
Reading mastery has plenty of critics, teachers who say that it squeezes creativity out of the classroom. But at Walton, the teachers who didn't buy in have left or were pushed out. The ones who stayed have experienced a lot of success.
We're into words now. Words? Okay, yes, words.
All right, easy. Get ready to sound this word out. Get ready. Starting over. Again, I need to hear each sound. Again, get ready. Perfect sounding. Say it fast. What word? Yes, am.
Ms. Kemp spent 10 years in accessories for Dillard's department stores, flying back and forth to New York. She gave that up when she had children. Now, instead of purses and hats, she's selling a reading program. It's a tough sell because reading mastery requires teachers to read word for word from a script.
I went to all the workshops and it was like, this is crazy. These kids are going to be like robots and they're answering on signal. This isn't going to work. How did the frog get away?
She decided to try it out on her 4-year-old daughter.
I looped and she said, me, and then she just looked at me. I said, say that sound. Say it fast. She said, me. And I hugged her. I said, you know, we might be onto something. This is going to work.
Tavares, come here. I'm going to see if you can sound this one out while we're waiting to get our take-homes. Get ready. I'm so proud of you. What word?
Round.
You're reading. You're reading. We haven't been over that.
See? And that's something new.
You're reading.
Ms. Jackson knows the program inside out, and she knows a few tricks for motivating little boys.
Tavares, you're the teacher.
I think I'm gonna go.
We'll see. I don't know yet. You're not sitting quietly. You're not paying attention.
I'm the teacher. I'm the teacher.
You need some help with the book? It's heavy, Tavares. Okay, here we go.
Get ready. This. Just this. Get ready. Get. Just this. Get ready. Start all over.
By early October, the promise of those first few lessons is fading. Tavares missed a whole week of school when his father's car broke down. And despite his progress with Ms. Jackson, Tavares still can't keep up with his first grade classmates.
Now, Miss Morgan wants you to write, I want you to write a pumpkin story. And what do we like to do when we're writing our stories? Turn on our what? Music. Turn on our thinking music. We have some thinking music. Just a little bit of thinking music.
Tavares tries to copy some words from the board, but turning them into a story is well beyond him.
Okay, next we'll hear from Tavares. I know he's excited about his story. We have to get you up front.
Tavares scans his paper, and then, instead of reading it, He just makes up a story.
One day, the kid was sitting on the pumpkin. The kid is put a seed down in the dirt.
After 2 months of intensive phonics, Tavares doesn't even try to sound out the words he's just written. The kids applaud his effort, but Tavares is way behind, and his teachers wonder if he'll ever catch up.
Does everybody feel good? Are you excited? Today's your first day of school in second grade. I want to welcome you to second grade. We're going to do a lot of fun things this year. My name is Miss Todd.
Here in Sumner, Mississippi, first-year teacher Jill Todd is eager to get started.
We're going to name our hermit crab. What name do you like, Kathlena?
Turtle.
Ms. Todd spent most of the summer settling into a new house with her husband and setting up her classroom.
Just a minute. I'm going to let you tell me anything that you know about the ocean. All right?
It's a lot of sharks in the ocean.
Sharks live in the ocean, don't they? That's exactly right.
Ms. Todd readily admits she doesn't know much about teaching reading, so she'll have to learn on the fly.
Knowing that I'm responsible and these are my children, it makes me nervous. I guess maybe their future's in my hands. The planning and everything that's going to help them learn is all up to me.
She soon sees how much help most of her second graders will need.
Can you read this? Let's.
Kathlena Lee reads first.
Let's go.
Froggy.
Wait.
Look at me. What?
Up.
Oak.
Wake up.
Froggy. Woke.
Birds. Butterflies. Flowers. Hurry.
Sang.
These kids are growing up in the Mississippi Delta. It's home to bluesmen Robert Johnson, Muddy Waters, and B.B. King. King grew up in a family of sharecroppers, and for many families here, living conditions are still pretty bleak.
The majority of kids who attend my school district are from poor families who are living in third world situations, who don't have running water, who don't have a restroom in the house, who still has an outhouse.
Sumner drew national attention in 1955 when an all-white jury acquitted the men who had lynched 14-year-old Emmett Till. Most white families send their kids to private academies, and there's not much money or much political will to help the children at Bearden.
These kids deserve better. And if these kids don't get an adequate education, they will not do better. That's why the value of the education is so important.
When Reggie Barnes arrived as superintendent 6 years ago, Bearden Elementary was on probation.
This afternoon, you're riding what bus number? 881, okay?
The test scores were among the lowest in the state. Mr. Barnes has worked obsessively to improve the odds for kids here.
I have neglected my own children. I have neglected the rest of my family. There have been many a day where I would be in this office as early as 6:30 in the morning. I'd leave till 10, 11, sometimes 12 at night.
Got me?
Mr. Barnes mounted a remarkable fund drive that allowed the school to build a health clinic, some new classrooms, and a badly needed playground. But academically, Bearden has improved only very slowly. The biggest challenge is finding qualified teachers who are willing to work in this rural district, where the starting salary is just $20,000 a year. As the school year begins, Mr. Barnes still has jobs to fill.
We can employ her as early as Thursday morning as a long-term substitute at $50 per day pay.
So he was relieved when Jill Todd came along. She had just graduated from Delta State and was looking for her first teaching job.
I went over there thinking I was picking up an application, and they hired me. I mean, it could not have been much better.
This seems like a promising time for the school. Mississippi is launching a statewide effort to teach reading more effectively. And this year, Bearden will get extra help with its reading program.
This is a national problem. 44 million Americans are functionally illiterate. That's 22% of our adult population. That is a sin in a country that's this rich.
Jim Barksdale and his wife Sally have pledged $100 million to help the weakest schools in their home state. Bearden will get $200,000 this year to train its teachers and to buy classroom materials. That's a great opportunity for Rosemary Wolfe, who Mr. Barnes recruited to run Bearden's reading program.
We don't have the right to play with a child's life, and that's exactly what's been happening.
Her role, like Vanessa Kemp's at Walton, is to prepare the teachers and then make sure they do their jobs well.
I feel like we've pretty well eliminated excuses, and that's exactly what we've intended on doing.
The title of this book is just Me and My Babysitter.
If you have $4,000 to $5,000 to enhance your classroom, you have a teacher assistant who's going to be fully trained. You have people coming into your classroom that can assist you at any time. You perform, you do the job that's expected of you, or find something that may be more suitable. Nothing personal, but we don't have time to play.
As part of its new reading program, Bearden individually assesses Kathlina and every other child in the school, beginning in September. Bearden has also adopted a reading curriculum called Project Read that uses physical cues like skywriting to help children learn.
Say that sound and clip it. Good.
Like Reading Mastery, Project Read has been successful at many schools.
Very good.
But it's a more complex program that's harder for teachers to learn. The company recommends extensive teacher training, but Mrs. Todd has had only 2 days, and like the other second-grade teachers, she feels unprepared.
Have you been trained in any of this?
No.
Okay.
That's why I'm listening.
Well, to be real honest, I'm not that comfortable with it either because last year was my first year to do it.
It's fine to me. I mean, no training. I wouldn't know where to begin.
We're talking Greek.
Well, they're going to have training sessions.
You know, one session just not going to get it.
Well,
but when you get trying to do it yourself in the class, you don't have had enough training to do it.
But if this is what the school wants us to do, we need to do the best that we can. And if this is what the children
wants us to do, they need to train us fully to do it.
September is harvest time in the Delta, and for generations until the 1960s, many black children in rural areas had to leave school for a month each fall to work in the cotton fields. The children here have historically scored way below average in reading.
I'm not writing no B. I'm tired just a B.
Kathlina Lee arrived at Bearden with little exposure to books.
I have a big bag.
Okay, why did you make that A a capital letter?
What A?
Right there in your...
Right here.
Kathleen Lee, find the A and tell me
Right here.
why is it capital? Is it somebody's name?
No.
Kathlina, she's smart. She can get it all up here, but she can't transfer it. And if I could sit right there with her and keep her on task, but when I let her go in a group, she's gone. I've lost her. Much better. I have a big bag. Teaching at Bearden is nothing like I expected. I don't feel maybe 100% prepared to go in a classroom and teach reading. I have wonderful things to take into the classroom and use, but as far as getting in that classroom and teaching and how I should teach, it's tough. It's hard. Reggie Barnes is frustrated too. He's been a passionate spokesman for the kids in his district, but he's found it hard to rally community support. Now he's heard more bad news.
2 of the 3 libraries in 2 of the 3 towns on this side of the county have been closed by the Board of Supervisors.
Mr. Barnes is getting tired of these battles.
The leaders cannot see the value of the reading center, which is the library. That's where all the books are. So hell, if they won't give us decent books or an opportunity for the kids to read, how are we supposed to improve our test scores? See, we're on our own. We are on our own. The day that I choose to give up is the day that you begin to see us just dwindle down to nothing.
One reason Mr. Barnes feels so alone is that he's found it hard to find and keep good principals.
We welcome you to the coronation of Mr. and Mrs. R.H. Bearden. I'm Donald Jackson, your principal, and I would like to take this opportunity to invite each...
This is Donald Jackson's first year here at Bearden, and he's just starting to learn the job. One of his responsibilities tonight is to crown Ryan Hawkins, one of Ms. Todd's students.
Ryan likes to work on his computer, be with his friends, and get in a quiet place to read a book.
It's no surprise that Ryan's doing well in school. Unlike most kids at Bearden, he has an involved mother and father at home. His classmate Kathleen is not so fortunate. In a trailer down the road, she spends the night of the coronation as she spends most nights, watching television and falling further behind. At 6:30 the next morning, Ms. Todd is riding to work with veteran teacher Debbie Starnes.
Two students of mine, it was like they were in another world in my classroom.
Neither Principal Jackson nor lead teacher Rosemary Wolf has spent much time in Ms. Todd's classroom, so she leans on her carpool buddy for advice.
I've never been trained. Nope. I mean, it's just like, would you tell them do this bare-bones sentence? But I don't know how.
But once she sets foot in the classroom, Ms. Todd is on her own, with only makeshift materials to work with. One goal of the Barksdale grant is to fill up the barren classrooms.
We would make a Q and a U, and then we would say, Quah.
Ms. Todd will get $5,000 for teaching materials and children's books, which she desperately needs.
Hopefully, October or November, we'll start getting all these supplies in that we will need, and we're going to get some take-home books for the children to actually take home and read.
In many of those homes, print is scarce.
They don't get magazine subscriptions coming to their homes. They don't purchase newspapers. They don't get mail because they don't have bills. It's just a situation that shouldn't exist today. It just shouldn't.
With kids who read so little at home, teachers have to work even harder. And Ms. Todd's life is about to get more complicated.
I'm pregnant and expecting in May. I don't want the children to lose because I'm pregnant, because, you know, that's not their fault, but I do think it makes me very grouchy, and I think I'm real moody, and I wouldn't be probably as grouchy or ugly with the children if I wasn't pregnant. I just sometimes lose control.
Will you please stand up for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag.
By December, Tavares' classmates in Fort Worth have made a lot of progress.
The menu for today is tuna salad on a bun, potato puffs, steamed broccoli.
Khadijah is near the top of the class, but nearly all the kids are gaining fluency.
The man in the store said, "It is a fine day."
Tavares, though, is struggling.
Sound it out. Get ready.
Say.
Again. Come on. Sound it out. Get ready.
Say.
My turn. Listen. Tavares' progress as far as reading is still kind of low. He's learning. Don't forget, that's a quick sound. He's progressing at the level where he is now, and it's not first grade level as yet. Yes, Sax, good job. Miss Morgan and I have talked about it, and we really need to talk with his dad to let him know where Tavares stands right now. And right now, he might have to repeat first grade.
His father is raising him alone. I know that. I asked him yesterday, and he said his mother is not there. So his father is trying to raise a little boy and a set of twin girls, on his own. I have scheduled parent conferences with his father. Every time I schedule a conference, his father says, "I'll be here tomorrow," and tomorrow never comes.
But most kids here are thriving, and Walton's success in teaching reading has begun to draw attention around the state.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Today, Ms. Kemp welcomes teachers from Copperell, Texas, a small town 60 miles south of Fort Worth. Copperell's principal, Ken Barrow, visited Walton on his own back in November. Now he's brought his teachers along to see Walton's reading program. This is Mr. Barrow's first year at Copperell.
77% of our students in 3rd to 6th grade read below grade level. We have 6th graders reading on a first grade level.
Copperell is like thousands of schools across the country. They work hard, but they use a hodgepodge of techniques for teaching reading.
What word? Africa. Spell Africa with a capital letter. Get ready.
I visualize what we're doing as 11 teachers in 11 different boats tied to the dock, going in 11 different directions, rowing very, very, very hard. But we're not going to go anywhere.
So Mr. Barrow turned to Walton for help.
I said, "Mr. Barrow, what is your ethnicity breakdown?" And he just looked at me, and he said, they're all white. And in my heart, I was like, wow, this man is awesome. I mean, to come to Walton, when he knew the school was African American and that his school was all white, it was like, okay, world, you have to wake up now, because it's not about color. It's about children.
Doesn't have anything to do with black, white. What we got are kids who can't read, period. And we've looked for a solution, and the solution happened to be found at a inner city black school. That's it.
Now we're in Reading Mastery 2, where they have mastered the sounds, the blending, and we have moved to words.
Okay, finger under the first word of item number 1. First word, get ready.
Win.
Yes, win. Next word, get ready.
Some of Cockrell's teachers are leery. They think reading mastery is too regimented. But the kids here are learning to read.
Yes,
What I see is a bunch of disciplined little kids. I mean, just really focused and really doing a great job.
So Mr. Barrow asked Ms. Kemp to help him introduce reading mastery at his school in January.
That's my ambition, as it is the teachers. They realize we have a problem, and they want a solution.
Walton wraps up the year with a Christmas program. The kids have been rehearsing for weeks. In the audience is a father visiting Walton for the first time, Kevin Ross. He's come to see his twin daughters, Jasmine
A is for all the little children at Christmas time.
and Jade,
I is for icicles that glitter and glow.
and his son, Tavares.
That's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell ride.
The holidays were surprisingly cold in Mississippi.
Taking them and put letters with them and made words.
Ms. Todd and the kids seemed revived by the break.
Now we're going to take our words and we're going to make some sentences. We're going to read some Shaquem.
I have a long hot dog.
Ms. Todd's pregnancy has become a source of comic relief, courtesy of class sophisticate Dagon Allison.
So just out of the blue one day, he walks up to me and he says, Miss Todd, you going to have your tubes tied after you have that baby?
But I know you don't want to keep on having babies and babies and babies and babies.
He said, you better get your tubes tied, because that baby's going to drive you crazy, that's what he told me. Somebody pulls out in front of us, what are we going to do?
Ms. Todd is enthusiastic about this term because at the end of January, she will finally get some expert training. Tori Green, co-author of Project READ, will spend a whole week at Bearden.
I've never seen anybody really do phonology, and I would love to see someone that really knows how to do it come in and with my children show me the best way to do it.
But this afternoon, Ms. Todd won't get very far.
The town is draining the water tower. Therefore, we cannot use the restroom.
That means Superintendent Barnes has to close the school tomorrow. He's been fighting this sort of civic neglect since he arrived here. He's exhausted. And he's finally decided to move on.
I'm leaving. Effective next Wednesday will be the last day on the job. Then Thursday morning I go to Cleveland, Mississippi. Start again.
He'll be superintendent of schools in a college town. Mr. Barnes worked hard and passionately, but like many crusaders, he struggled with the gentler skills of building coalitions and gathering support.
Like the old Negro spiritual, nobody knows the trouble I've seen. I can say that. I can sing the heck out of that song. Simply because through some of my most trying times in this school district, I didn't trust anybody enough to talk to. I had no sounding board. My biggest disappointment has been that I've lived here for 6.5 years, and I have not been accepted locally.
Mr. Barnes' successor, Howard Hollins, has stronger ties here. He's a former teacher who has lived in the area for 24 years. Mr. Hollins sends his own children to the local school, so he knows how important a teacher can be to a child.
You've got to love children to the point that when you walk in that classroom and you look at those children, you got to look at that as if this is your birth child. And you have to give those children everything that you want your birth child to have.
That I was going to do for you.
If that love of children, love of teaching is there, achievement is going to take place.
On the day the town is without water, Bearden finally gets around to scoring the reading assessments that were given to every child back in September.
When this was administered, right, September, early part of the year, should that child have known these words?
Ms. Todd needed this information months ago, and under the Barksdale grant, she was supposed to get it. At a meeting with Claiborne Barksdale, Superintendent Hollins says Bearden must do better.
Mr. Barksdale, this is my 4th or 5th day on the job. If we identify a problem in September and we can't work on the problem until February, our year is gone. So we need something a little differently.
Nobody can explain why things went wrong, and Mr. Barksdale sees other problems too.
They have been slow in ordering materials. I'm concerned about that. I think they were being cautious and conservative in ordering materials, but here we are, mid-January, and we still are trying to get the books in here for the children.
And I had to prioritize. This will come.
That's the job of lead teacher Rosemary Wolf.
I wish we could do every piece right now, but I'll be totally honest with you. Getting the appropriate books in the classroom, making all of our concerns, everything we're doing mesh, you better do a lot of thinking in it. You better look. Then you look, oh my God, this costs so much, I got to prioritize. From the get-go, you know, you have to prioritize.
Everyone at the table hopes Barksdale will continue to stand by Bearden.
We will make this initiative work. We will do that, because we do want to have all of our children reading, because we have accountability on us too. We've been on probation before, and we never want to be on probation again.
Are we ready for our lesson?
In late January, Tori Green, the developer of Project Read, comes to Bearden to model the program for Ms. Todd and her colleagues. It's a chance for teachers to see how Project Read is supposed to be taught.
So a jelly bean word has one vowel that talks. What is this vowel saying when it... Kathleen, give it to me. You've got it. Who wants to eat up this word? Eat it up, Jamie. Read it for us.
Box. Perfect. Sometimes I blame myself and think, I can't do this, I'm not a good teacher, when really I think they could learn. It's just the way, you know, I'm teaching them.
It's the school's responsibility, says Tori Green, to prepare teachers better for a very tough job.
It's very difficult to be a teacher who cares, and you are up nights worrying about the children that you're teaching, and you don't know what to do. It is about dignifying the teacher as well as dignifying the children.
And you dignify teachers, he says, by giving them the skills they need.
You know what I'm liking about what you're doing? Not only are you listening, not only are you watching and thinking, but you're saying things out loud with me, and that helps to record it in our memory.
One thing that has surprised me is that how well they have paid attention and responded, or you know, really been involved in the lesson. I think one thing that she does is really builds their confidence.
Would you please, somebody, point to the talking vowel in this word? Oh, I thought I didn't get you. I just thought I would get you.
I've learned so much, it's just kind of like been an awakening. It's been real meaningful because they're my children. I see so many things and I think, now I really want to get in here and get going. And then I think, now I hate to leave them.
It's a cool Sunday morning in Fort Worth. Tavares and his sisters have made it to church with their Aunt Shelley. They attend the same church as Tavares' homeroom teacher, Ms. Morgan. Like a lot of teachers at Walton, she goes to church to revive her spirits.
A lot of times I want to quit, but I know that I need to be there for the children. I usually ask God to help me so that I will be a good teacher for them. He helps me get through it. He really does.
After 8 years in the classroom, Ms. Morgan is now working toward a master's degree in counseling.
I still want to work with children, just not with so many.
It's time to share.
On Valentine's Day, Ms. Morgan has the kids write stories.
DJ.
Valentine is special to me because it has candy and cards and people love each other and everybody love me, the end.
Very good. Show us your picture. Excellent story. Tavares.
Valentine's Day, it is.
Take your time.
Tavares is already way behind everyone else. I've expected that he might not go to second grade next year, you know. And I've thought about it, but I'd rather him be behind a year and succeed. You know, I want Tavares to be able to do well in school and go on to college and live a better life. You know, he don't have to live like I lived all my life.
As awkward as this is, Tavares has come a long way since his pumpkin story. Instead of pretending to read, he's now trying to crack the code that matches letters to sounds.
What is that word?
Candy.
Okay. Very good, Tavares. Give me a big hand. That was a big step.
Tavares may have been helped by a tactic Ms. Jackson started using a few weeks ago.
You read first, then I read it.
She's asked Tavares to help a kindergarten girl with her reading.
Keep on. Head. Wait.
I was having a problem with one of the little girls in my lower group, so I decided I would use Tavares there. That way, he would get a double dose of the sounds, and he would also be feeling good about himself about helping someone else.
What you gonna do? Is sit down. Circle it? Yes.
Tavares has also started reading after school with his Aunt Shelley, who stepped in after talking with his teachers.
Are his cars for cows? No. Or his...
You need to read what's on the page.
Tavares' aunt has done a tremendous job. You can see it. I can show you a student who has no parental support compared to one who does. And that helps, because we can't create miracles. We need some help here.
On February 15th, Tavares' father, Kevin Gross, takes the day off to meet with Ms. Morgan and Ms. Jackson.
All right, big kid.
Right now, he's right where he should have been at the beginning of the year. We still have a lot of work to do because I don't want him to go to second grade and struggle. If we do let him go on, then he will probably struggle for the rest of his life if we don't work on it now.
How do you feel? Do you see the progression in him? Have you seen a big change?
I got the chance to hear him read the other day.
Okay.
Because I didn't even know he could read.
It's impressive, isn't it?
And I know he can do it.
He can do. That's the key. He can do it.
He can.
Need money.
Tavares has enthusiasm. He loves to be in school. On the weekends, he wants to know if he's going to school. Are we going to school today? I want to go to school. I want to go to school. Can we go to school?
Dang!
I've never been like that. I didn't like school, so it's a change. I like to see him like that. You know, it makes me proud of him.
This is good sleeping weather.
It's an early start for Principal Leonard Brassville and his team. They're traveling south to the old railroad stop of Copperell, Texas. The Walton crew is here to see how Principal Barrow and his teachers are doing after 6 weeks with reading mastery.
I think we alternated between chaos and limbo. You know, just my personal opinion. One day we thought we knew what was going on, and the next day we were sure we didn't.
Teachers say the program is too rigid for their more advanced students. But these second and third graders who struggle with reading have made some progress.
Use your loud voice.
Ring.
Good job. Josh has probably advanced 6 to 9 months reading level. He's covered almost of all of what he would have covered in an entire school year.
Cast?
Good job. You know, I want you to know I am very proud of you. You are doing outstanding.
They are.
Yes, I get teary-eyed.
So you think we're making
You're doing it. You are doing it.
I see kids with books in their hands. I see kids go in the library. I see kids who come up to me and brag about reading a particular book. I don't mean to overstate. We're not at the moon yet, but we have blasted off and we have left the Earth's surface, if you will.
So were you reading before this program?
I had trouble reading. I couldn't read that good, but now I can read better.
Could you read it all before, or just a little bit, or
A little.
just a little? Are you reading books now?
Yeah.
All right. So are you ready for toss? You're going to blow it out of the water, aren't you?
TAS is the Texas Assessment of Academic Skills, the high-stakes test that Texas used to monitor all of its schools.
Hi. Miss Nicholas, I'll be there in a minute. Let me get the test booklets passed out.
Back at Walton, Mr. Brassfield and Ms. Kemp are hoping that their years of hard work will be reflected in this year's TAS scores. The test is today.
TAS allows schools to score either low performing, acceptable, recognized, or exemplary. Now, when I first started here about 8 years ago, this school was low performing. We've been acceptable for about 6 or 7 years. Now we know that we got good teachers in place. We know that we're going to be either recognized or exemplary.
Do your best. Make me proud. Make yourselves proud. Make your parents proud. All right.
Good morning again, boys and girls and teachers. We are ready to start our second TAS test today, which is reading.
Walton's growing reputation is at stake.
I can put my money on the line on this one. I know for a fact that we will become a recognized or exemplary school.
Next month, Walton will find out if Mr. Brassfield is right.
On your mark, get set, go.
In April, Ms. Todd takes the kids to her house for an Easter egg hunt.
Cross the stick.
Her baby is almost due. She worries that she hasn't done enough for her students.
I feel like I've sort of cheated them. Kathleen, sit down and eat, baby. I wish that I was able to have had proper training with reading and been able to teach it correctly all year. That would have made such a difference because I can see in a month or 2 months' time the progress that they've made. It just almost makes me sick to realize where they could be.
That week, a book fair organized by lead teacher Rosemary Wolf gives a hint of what Bearden might become. With help from the Barksdale grant, the school has almost 2,000 books to give away. More than 400 people show up. The best turnout ever for an academic event at Bearden.
It's just good to get the parents to come out and see. That's what my thing. You know, when you see the kids and the parents coming together, mingling together, which is what we don't have very much in the Delta.
We're going to do it again in May.
Great.
Better get ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I stay ready.
All right.
All right, I'm going to tell you, Skyriders up, and we're going to take our fingers, and remember our arms are going to be straight.
A week later, Ms. Todd is working on a new sound with Kathleen's reading group.
Skrr. All right. S, C, R, skrr. Good.
Ms. Todd's newfound comfort with Project Read shows, and the kids are responding.
Put the scrap.
Kathleen Lee has definitely improved. I was very concerned about her at the beginning of the year not passing. Good. Her fluency, her reading, just all the way around has improved. I'm just super proud of her. What are scraps, Kathlena?
They mean like pieces.
At the end of the day, Ms. Todd has a surprise announcement for the kids.
This is my last day until, well, for the end of the year. All right, now, you know Miss Todd's having a baby, and it won't be long and I'm going to have it. I'll see you again before school is out, but I will not be back anymore full-time as your teacher.
Can I get some water?
Not right this second.
We're gonna miss you.
Well, I'm going to miss you too. All right, I want slowly everybody to walk up here, and we'll have a big group hug. Everybody can, but you got to be careful. You can't all come running, pushing. Now that it's sort of winding down, I realize this is fixing to be it. I'm sad. I'm very sad. It's tough to think I'm fixing to leave them with somebody else.
Though Bearden has known about Ms. Todd's pregnancy since the fall, there doesn't seem to be much of a plan for keeping her kids on track. For the last month of school, Ms. Todd's class will be covered primarily by her teaching assistant and an uncertified substitute teacher. When the last day of school rolls around, books paid for by this year's Barksdale grant are still coming in.
You know, nobody wanted them in any sooner than I did, but not at the sake of just spending the money. Third grade, we wanted to make sure that it all fit together and tied together with what we're trying to accomplish. Teachers are very excited because everything is in gear for starting school off next year.
Miss Todd's kids might have been better off if the books had shown up last fall, but at least they'll have something to read over the summer. And they seem hungry for the chance.
Kim got a hat, but the hat did not fit Kim.
She's not reading on grade level, but Kathlina and her classmates are leaving Ms. Todd's room as better, more confident readers.
In a van is a pig. On the pig is a wig.
Ms. Todd's work and the Barksdale grant contributed to that improvement, and Bearden seems more ready now to take on the job of training its teachers and monitoring the progress of every child. But solving the literacy problem here will take more effort, more money, and more time.
To be optimistic, you have to also be patient when you're talking about a school that is as challenged as Bearden is. I think that it's going to be at least 3 years before that school has the widespread change that we need to see.
Miss Hub fed the cats well.
The changes didn't come fast enough to hold on to Jill Todd, who never got the support she needed. When the kids come back in August, Ms. Todd will be gone.
Teaching is a lot harder than I ever thought it would be, emotionally and physically. I never realized it would be so demanding.
Next year, she'll be teaching at Walton Elementary, 5 minutes from her house. So, Bearden will once again be looking for a new second-grade teacher. Superintendent Howard Hollins is determined not just to find more good teachers, but to create an atmosphere where the best ones want to stay.
Can we get better? Yes. Will we be better? I think if we can bring in some stability and continually work towards it, yes.
Upstairs.
If you can manage that, you'll see a lot more children reading well.
The kitchen table was set for breakfast, and the room smelled of coffee.
As first grade comes to a close, Tavares is slowly becoming a better reader. Walton's on the rise too, thanks to sustained work by Principal Brassfield and his team. Today, he's headed downtown to pick up his own report card, Walton's state test scores. He's carrying the hopes of everyone at the school with him.
If the scores are not good, the teachers are going to be devastated. They have worked hard. They cannot work any harder. It just is impossible.
Ms. Kemp is confident.
I know for a fact that we are going to be recognized or exemplary. We have to be. It's a matter of life and death.
I'm back.
Okay.
As James Brown said, I'm back.
Gosh, my
Do
heart.
I have a drum roll, Miss Missy? Oh, we've been praying all year. So let's see what we got. All right, here, you mark them down.
To become a recognized school, Walton needs an average of 80% of the kids passing in reading, math, and writing.
Oh, let me get third grade. Reading. All right, third grade reading, 86%. Fourth grade reading is 89%.
Oh, my Lord.
Fourth grade math, 91%.
with 86% passing 4th grade writing and in 5th grade math. The outcome is clear.
We got an average of more than 80 here, more than 80 here, more than 80 here. We're recognized!
It means to me that all kids can learn. All kids can be successful, and that I will never, ever lower my standard of expectations, because I know now in my heart that it's real. It doesn't matter whether you're black and poor. People can say it ain't gonna happen, but it can, because we did it. So for me, I'm just fired up that no one can move me. I'm fired up.
You got to be quiet for this. I want to personally and individually shake the hands of each one of these teachers and tell them thank you. Thank you, Mr. Cook. Thank you, Ms. Nichols. Thank you, Ms. Holly. Thank you, Ms. Davis.
Walton is a school that contains students and teachers who can do just as good a job on this side of town as they can on the east side or the west side. All you have to do is find the right teachers. And if you find the right teachers, then you can reach the moon.
And thank you, Ms. Bush. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Green. Thank you, Ms. Burrows. And thank you, Ms. Lewis. Give them a hand.
Walton now ranks among the top inner-city schools in Texas. To move into the elite group of exemplary schools, they'll need to do better with kids like Tavares.
I'm going to ask you to read a story. After you read it, I will ask you a few questions, okay?
Okay.
Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Go.
Tom and Sid like to.
Today, Tavares is taking his year-end assessment.
Dad, Mom said we cannot get wet, but
While his reading is slow and labored, the words do have meaning for Tavares.
Why did Dad decide to go in and jump in the pool, jump in the pond and get wet? What changed his mind?
it's too hot.
He said it was hot.
Tavares' dad comes in to review the results.
Now, I timed him on reading this, and I came up with 30 words per minute. The goal for first grade is to read 60 words per minute. So we're still not where we should be. I would like for Tavares to attend summer school. But just looking at the progress that he made from the beginning of the year to now, I think this is great. So we can only go higher.
He's in the library now, walking around looking at books. You know, and that's a joy. This is where the joy come in. We're kind of over the pain.
Today is the day before school gets out.
Let me hear from a boy now. Tavares.
Put your pencil
Come on,
down.
Richard. Put your pencil down. Okay, Tavares.
I am so glad I came to first grade because I have learned math. I like my math book because
Tavares has come a long way, and he's sorry to see first grade come to an end.
I'm not glad this school is over. How come? Because I don't stay at school.
One reason stands out in his mind.
School teach me how to read.
His friend giggles, but Tavares is serious.
Nicholas, they're not funny. School teach me how to read.
Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, let him go!
I would not call the success of this school a miracle because we worked. We worked. We read to those kids. We gave 2 and 3 lessons a day. And it proved to us that if you want something bad enough, if you want the success of every kid, if you want every kid to read, they can do it.
Children like Tavares, who start school so far behind, need all the stars to align. A determined principal, a systematic reading program, some help at home, and well-trained teachers who expect the kids to succeed.
Okay, everybody listen. Tavares is leaving. You need to tell him goodbye. Tell him to have a
Tavares was lucky, but usually our most vulnerable kids wind up in schools that are least able to help them. The team at Bearden is trying to change that for their children, and their goal is no different from Walton's.
Every day, children come to us to make them successful, and to have a part in it, it's unbelievable.
A Tale of Two Schools continues on pbs.org. Visit us on the web for more information about what it takes to teach kids to read and how you can help in your community.
To order a video cassette of A Tale of Two Schools, please call 1-800-228-4630. Funding for A Tale of Two Schools was provided by the United States Department of Education, Office of Special Education Programs.